Look on the screen. Look on the screen. It's really hard to kind of make out, isn't it? These are the seeds of Mr. and Mrs. Poverty D. There's no clarity here. There's no direction. It's fuzzy. And that's how their lives are. So here we go. A brief video on the seeds of poverty D's. This is how they be. Yeah. It's time to stop carrying the seed. It's time to stop carrying the seed of poverty D. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, y'all. A little poverty D jingle. So let's go ahead and get to it. Fair use. The seeds of poverty D. Here you go. Here are the seeds.
Begin tonight with that chaos boiling over at a suburban school district and fears that things could turn more violent.
Tia Ewing is live tonight with details. Tia.
Those fights have been jumping off since the start of the school year, and as a result, the school board has approved for private security to come in. Just into the second week of in-person learning, and this 14-second long video shows a fight. Employees of Rich Township High School District 227 says it's a common occurrence.
It's not like it's sometimes, it's like every day.
Earlier this week, a hall monitor was hit trying to break up the melee.
It's starting to be like dangerous conditions. The morale is horrible. Nobody wants to come to work. They're concerned about their safety.
In 2019, the school board voted to close Rich East High School in Park Forest. Because of the pandemic, this is the first time all the kids are back in the consolidated schools. The superintendent says it's been challenging.
Their acts of violence are focused towards each other. And it is really about trying to get them the appropriate social skills to deal with their frustrations with each other.
This video was captured at the STEM campus in Olympia Fields as students were waiting to board buses to head home. 2,500 students are shuttled between the STEM campus and the location in Richton Park throughout the day. Their schedule is similar to college students, but with downtime during the school day and a shortage of space, there's not enough staff to monitor where the students are at all times.
On Monday, we should be fully staffed with our security force, which we think is going to really help to quell some of the anxiety in the building.
The superintendent says that he's identified about 15 students that have behavioral issues, and they are working to get them the help that they need.
They need to work on these parents. How in the heck can a teacher teach with all that going on? You heard the principal say they're concerned about their safety. And you wonder why that in Chicago, when they were bringing it back into the school, some of the teachers were like, no, I want to work. I want to continue with the online learning. You wonder why. The melee. How do you expect the teacher to teach in these surroundings? And then you wonder why they can't read past 6th grade level. And then you wonder why your boy that everybody voted for, basically in the community, in the BC, you wonder why you sitting up here asking about some reparations, and he comes up with, it would be foolish, and I'm not speaking verbatim, foolish not to invest in the illegal immigrants. They're willing to work hard. Yeah, I mean, the community voted for Biden. That's their right, well, for whoever the heck you want. But you wonder why, when you want to talk about reparations, he went way around the block to get to the immigrants. Be foolish not to invest in them. They're our future. Because see, this on the screen is not. This on the screen ain't the future. This is a future of poverty. This is a future of poverty, danger, death. This is a future of crime. That's what this future is on this screen. How can you make sense of it? See how the screen is, all this activity is not very clear? You have to have clarity to progress. are things in a haze and a maze you can't see clearly. And look on the screen, that's what you see. You don't know what you're walking into. It's like the fog. Nothing is clear. But things that are guaranteed are death and taxes. On this screen is guaranteed death and poverty. That's what's guaranteed. You wonder why the main one you voted for is saying, and he made it clear, he already said, you're going to have to get along with them. They'll be crazy not to invest in them. The immigrants, the Mexicans, the Spanish. That's what he said. Crazy not to invest in them. No one's investing in this. I wonder why. And don't come telling me about it's the teacher's fault. I am so sick of this nonsense. A lot of our people, we can agree to disagree. But how can a teacher teach? It's not the teacher's fault that your darn child can't read. It's the parents' fault, in my opinion. How the heck can they teach all this nonsense going on? From the boys to these little girls. Some of these Dustinas, that's okay. You're going to learn the hard way like your mammy did. Only thing is, the safety net, that's going to be falling. Some of these little Dustinas, they got a slick mouth when they come to these teachers. I've seen videos where they even talk to the black teachers really bad, but you want them to respect you and teach your kid. And then you wonder why things are the way they are. This right here is not the teacher's fault. It's the parents' fault. These kids aren't being raised with the door, and that's facts. That's why they do what they do. And then you get into society and do some crazy stuff. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. Like that idiot yesterday. I still can't believe. Went to the grocery store. Pulled his pants down. Oh my gosh. I mean, the depravity, the sickness is real. Pulled his pants down and pooped in the food in the freezer. And then I got to throw all that food out. Heck, it's got me thinking about going to the freezer. I mean, seriously. We don't want to face the reality. What is nonsense, what is craziness starts. And this craziness starts, I hate to tell you, it's in the home. It didn't start in the school. Somebody was raising these little bad behind kids before they got there. No one gets born and then within a twinkle of an eye, look up you in the kindergarten. No. Parenting. And in some cases, I'm just going to be frank, and it may make some of the women mad. If it doesn't pertain to you, then we're good. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. In some cases, I want to say he didn't have a father figure, and in some cases, he didn't have much of a mother figure. Let's be real, because you chose that deadbeat. You chose that thug, and you know you're gonna have to raise his thugs by yourself because you weren't the only baby mama from day one. A girl I know, it blew my mind. This is so long ago, but I was like, so when you met him. He had 7 kids? And you met and dated him and had kid number 8. And he was living with his mama. He's handsome, obviously looking at the kid, very handsome. But honey, if you wanted to go that route, the worst thing you could have done was have a baby by him. And now you're sitting up here. He won't help do anything. No kidding. Really, DeQuanda? Girl, you baby mama number 8. I mean, your child is number 8. Are you serious? What did he do for the kids 1 through 7? Nothing exactly. And you thought because you popped up light, bright, damn near white, it was going to be different. It wasn't. You were the same as the ones before. He likes him in a rainbow. You thought it was going to be different for you. You learned the hard way. And left to struggle. Try to see what your current boyfriend can do. So this here, you wonder why the one at 1600 Pennsylvania, him and your girl Kamala. And this does not represent all of our community, of course not. They just don't want to, let's be real, they don't want to invest in you. They don't. But this right here, that's why it angers me about the Dusties. We want to holler about the message. We're setting a narrative, and it's a dangerous narrative. And the narrative is this community collectively is not worth it. Not worth the investment. Why do you think Goldman Sachs, they're picking who? Not just, I want a whole bunch of kids, single mama. No. They're it's geared toward people that are trying to have a business because they understand. That's how you build. How you going to build with this right here, all this going on? No clarity. In business, you need transparency. In business, you need clarity. That's what you need in business. Do you see that on the screen? Heck, that's what you need in life in order to go forward. And that this is the hood. This is Black community. There is no clarity, but it's a whole bunch of chaos. Whole bunch of chaos. And the teachers don't want to come to the school and teach. You think? One of my best friends is a teacher. I'm like, get out. It's not worth it. Get out. It's not worth it. It's your pay. It's not worth it. Parents come to the school. I want you to sign these papers. For what? My child got a learning disability. No, your child don't know how to sit there behind down and shut the hell up and listen because you haven't raised them that way. That's the problem. Your child is not doing their homework because you are a derelict parent. Your child is not doing their homework because you refuse to parent. So that child is basically a check. Sign these papers. And there's something called like an SSI check. I think my understanding is they can, if they say the child has a learning disability, the parents might can get a check. Which I don't know. I'm like, what the heck is a check for? Is a check for tutoring? Why are you getting the check if the child has a learning disability? The check should go toward a program to help your child retain, to help your child learn. So I don't even see why they getting the check for that. I'm just me. I don't understand why they getting a check because, okay, learning disability, where's the money going? Somebody needs to tell me. But yeah, they'll show up to the school. I've been told this. Sign these papers. And if you don't want to sign, you want to have a conversation with little Miss TT. She ready to box up. She ready to box up. Buttercup ready to box up. So I'm trying to tell you. This is why no one's wanting to invest. And this is why these will be the same one, a lot of them will be evicted. So imagine them on the streets. Nowhere to go. It'll get real crazy real quick. So the BC, the Black community, is a dangerous society. Look on the screen. So ladies, in closing, thanks for listening. Hey, I look forward to your comments. You have a difference of opinion, put in the comments. Let's talk about it. But it's time to stop carrying the seeds. It's time to stop carrying the seeds of poverty. Yeah. I'm out.